Hello, Jenna. I figure I would just kind of work through the problem and kind of show you how I would go about doing it. Um, One of the biggest issues is that more than likely the group that has all three features, you're not adjusting the 13, 10, and 19 to include those seven because they do include those seven, and the 27, 15, and 38 also include the 13, 10, and 19 that are below it. So you're using the numbers that are there, and if you would probably total up the numbers that would be all within these three circles that are overlapping each other in a Venn diagram, you would probably have a total that's over 92. And there's only 92 resorts on this list. So that would be a kind of a giveaway that you might be heading in the wrong direction. So using these numbers, I'm going to construct a Venn diagram. Here's those that are in the spa. Here's those that have a fitness center. And here's those that have a child care center. So you don't want to start with any of those numbers except that 7 that have all three features. That would be this guy, this group right here, dead square in the middle. So 7 have all three of these features. When you look at, as you move up the list, 19 had a fitness center and a children's club. So that would be the overlap between F and C here. There's 19 in total, but 7 of them also include having the spa. So this number in here needs to be a 12. Going up the list again, 10 had a spa and a children's club. So you're looking at the overlap of the blue and green circles. That 10 includes the 7 that also have a fitness center, so there's only 3 in here. And last, the 13 that had a spa and a fitness center, that includes, again, those that also had the children's club. So that 13 includes that 7, so you would have 6 here. Now, as you work up the list, again, you have 38 that had a children's club, and that was like the only feature mentioned. But those that had the children's club plus other things would be a part of that group. So this 3, 7, and 12 is part of that 38. So 22 of that's already been accounted for. You have 16 out here. For those that had a fitness center, you have 55 that had a fitness center, but that could be that they only had a fitness center. That could be that they had a spa as well, or they could have had a children's center as well, or they could have had all three. So the 25 you have that have been accounted for on these other overlaps have already been accounted for. So you're going to have 30 that just have the fitness center. And the 27 that have a spa, again, it's going to include the 3, the 7, and the 6 that had other features as well as the spa. So that's 16 in total. It's going to give you an 11 out here. Last but not least, these are the resorts that had at least one of these things. Do these add up to 92? Well, if you add all the numbers together, they come out to be 85. So there's 7 out here that don't have any of these features. And some of the questions are already being answered as we go along with this, because now you can start looking at this Venn diagram and these questions should be much easier to answer. How many resorts surveyed only had a spa? Well, that means just the spa, nothing else. That would be the 11 that you have over here in this group right here, because this is the ones that only had a spa. These had some of the other features. So 11 would go there. How many of the resorts surveyed had exactly one of these features? That's not saying which one, but only one of them, of these 3. So you have the 11 that only had a spa, 30 that only had the fitness center, and 16 that only had the child center. So that's 46, 57. How many of these resorts surveyed had at least one of these features? That means that they would be within this circle. And we kind of already answered that because we know that 7 of them didn't have any of these things, which is actually the question number 5, so we can put that right there. This is asking for the 3 is asking for the exact opposite 5 is, because it's saying at least one of these features, whereas 5 is asking none of these features. So this would be that 85 of the 92 would be there. And how many of these resorts surveyed had exactly 2 of these features? That means they had 2 of them, but not all 3. So you're looking at this 6, this 3, and this 12 here, and that's 21. And those are the correct answers. If you have any more questions, make sure to reach out. Have a good day.